In our modern interconnected world, nearly everything is instant. Communication travels at the speed of light. Information is available at our fingertips. We can order goods, book travel, and connect with anyone, anywhere in a matter of seconds. Yet, when it comes to the most fundamental element of our economy, money, we are still bound by systems built for a bygone era. An era of paper ledgers, manual processing, and unavoidable delays. This fundamental disconnect creates friction, inefficiency, and missed opportunities for individuals and businesses alike. We work in real time, we live in real time, but our financial infrastructure forces us to wait. Zebec was founded on a simple yet revolutionary premise. What if money could move as freely and instantly as information? What if we could eliminate the artificial delays that define traditional finance? Zebec is changing how people experience money by rebuilding its very foundation for the digital age. They are moving beyond the old paradigms. No more waiting for payday. No more arbitrary settlement windows, not later. The concept of batch processing, collecting transactions into large groups and processing them periodically, is a relic of computational and institutional limitations that no longer exist. It's the reason payroll takes days, why international transfers can take a week, and why businesses are stuck managing cash flow based on outdated snapshots of their financial reality. Zebec dismantles this archaic model. They don't operate in batches. They enable a continuous, programmable, and autonomous flow of value. But in real time, this isn't just about making payments faster. It's about creating a direct, unbroken link between the creation of value and its distribution. Imagine an employee earning their salary by the second. A gig worker receiving payment the instant a job is complete. A business managing its treasury with perfect, up-to-the-millisecond clarity. While most financial systems still make people wait, forcing them to operate on the bank's schedule, Zebec is built to let money move as work happens. Their infrastructure is designed from the ground up for this new world of continuous finance. It's a secure, compliant, and interoperable payment streaming protocol that empowers developers, financial institutions, and businesses to build the next generation of financial applications. This is more than just an incremental improvement. That's not a small upgrade. That's a structural shift. It's a move from a static, periodic financial system to a dynamic, live one. This shift unlocks unprecedented levels of efficiency for businesses, providing real-time treasury management and automating complex payment workflows. And for individuals, it delivers a new era of financial autonomy and control, putting them in charge of their own capital. This is the future of finance, and it's happening now. Zebec isn't a trend. It isn't a short-term experiment. In a financial landscape often crowded with fleeting innovations and speculative assets, Zebec stands apart. It wasn't designed for a news cycle. It was engineered for permanence. Zebec is being built as financial infrastructure, the same way core banking systems and payment networks were. Think of the foundational protocols that enable global commerce today. The ACH networks, the SWIFT messaging system, the card payment rails. These systems aren't exciting, but they are essential. They work quietly, reliably, and at immense scale. This is the category Zebec occupies. It is the next-generation utility for value transfer, designed from the ground up to be the new plumbing for a real-time, on-chain economy. Becoming infrastructure is not a declaration. It's a commitment proven over time. It demands an unwavering focus on stability, security, and compliance. For institutions, trust is non-negotiable. That's why Zebec's architecture is built to enterprise-grade standards, incorporating robust security controls and data protection measures that align with frameworks like SOC 2 and ISO 27001. System stability is paramount, with built-in redundancy and failover mechanisms designed to ensure continuous operation. This isn't about moving fast and breaking things. It's about building a system that simply cannot fail. And there's already a proven roadmap for how this kind of system reaches institutions. This journey from disruptive technology to trusted infrastructure follows a well-trodden path. It begins with proactive engagement with regulators to establish clarity and build confidence. It proceeds through carefully structured pilot programs with forward-thinking partners, demonstrating tangible value and mitigating integration risk. As the technology proves its reliability and return on investment, adoption accelerates. We've seen this pattern before with foundational technologies that are now cornerstones of the institutional landscape. Zebec is not just following this roadmap. It is executing it with precision, building the bridges that connect the innovation of decentralized finance with the rigorous demands of the global enterprise. This is how a protocol becomes a pillar of the financial world. If you want deep, long-term analysis on how crypto actually becomes institutional finance, this is the channel for you. So, before we dive into the specifics of Zebec, take a moment to subscribe. We don't chase fleeting trends or get distracted by market noise. Our focus is singular, identifying and dissecting the foundational technologies that are quietly, but irrevocably, rewiring the global financial system. We focus on what lasts, not on hype cycles. In our upcoming analyses, we'll move beyond the surface-level headlines. We're going to provide a technical walkthrough of how continuous payroll mechanics can fundamentally alter corporate cash flow, comparing the old world of bi-weekly batches to the new reality of second-by-second settlement. We'll explore the profound impact of treasury automation, demonstrating how programmable rules and on-chain policies can eliminate entire departments dedicated to reconciliation and create immutable, real-time audit trails that regulators and auditors can trust implicitly. We'll also break down the user experience, from everyday spending with crypto-backed payment cards to the intricate back-end processes of settlement, refunds, and chargebacks. How does a system like this gain merchant acceptance at scale? We'll answer that. Crucially, we will map the complex path to full compliance. This includes a deep dive into the KYC and AML frameworks, the global licensing postures required, and the enterprise-grade security controls that are non-negotiable for institutional adoption. We'll look at how these systems align with established standards like SOC 2 and ISO 27001, which are the languages that corporate procurement and risk departments understand. For the decision-makers watching, we'll analyze the executive criteria, how to evaluate total cost of ownership, manage integration risk, and structure pilot programs that deliver clear, measurable results. We'll draw direct parallels to the journey of technologies like XRP, examining how achieving regulatory clarity became the catalyst for institutional adoption, while also highlighting the key differences that make today's solutions uniquely powerful. This channel is about providing a playbook for the future of finance. We'll look at the APIs, the developer sandboxes, and the clear migration paths from pilot to full production. We'll tell the real-world stories of gig economy workers getting paid the second their job is done, and multinational corporations managing cross-border teams without the friction of correspondent banking. We'll examine the system architecture, the reliability metrics, and the failover protocols that build the unwavering trust necessary for handling billions of dollars in value. This is the story of continuous finance told in real time. Subscribe now to follow the patterns, understand the technology, and see the future before it arrives. Now, let's look at how Zebec fits into a path we've already seen succeed. Most payroll systems were designed decades ago. Payments are delayed, cash flow is inefficient, employees wait for value they've already earned. Zebec replaces this with continuous payroll, where compensation flows in real time. For businesses, Zebec goes further. It automates treasury operations. Payments execute based on logic. Manual reconciliation fades away. This is how modern finance operates. Zebec connects work directly to everyday spending. People receive value continuously and use it immediately. No waiting, no friction. Zebec wasn't built to avoid regulation. It was built with regulation in mind. Enterprise security standards, identity verification, compliance-ready systems. This is exactly what institutions require. Institutions don't adopt technology because it's exciting. They adopt it because it's predictable, safe, and compatible. Zebec understands this reality. Crypto has already seen this journey once. XRP proved that when regulatory clarity exists, institutions follow, not because of hype, but because risk disappears. XRP had to fight for acceptance. Zebec is building acceptance into its foundation. That difference matters. Zebec aligns with global financial standards. This allows it to integrate directly with existing banking systems. Institutions don't want disruption. They want interoperability. Zebec operates where finance actually happens. Payroll, spending, treasury management. This is real-world utility, not theory. Institutional capital looks for maturity. Zebec emphasizes sustainability, stability, and disciplined system design. This is how technology becomes trusted infrastructure. XRP's story was global settlement. Zebec's story is continuous finance, money that moves in real time, across labor, commerce, and operations. That's a narrative institutions understand. XRP showed what happens when a digital asset earns institutional trust. Zebec is following that same path, with compliance, integration, and real-world utility built in from the start. This isn't a promise, it's a pattern. And institutions follow patterns that work. Which part of Zebec's strategy stands out most to you? Real-time payroll, institutional readiness, or integration with existing finance? Let me know in the comments. Subscribe if you want to stay ahead of how finance is evolving.